Yo, what's going on, everybody? Chaotic BPR here. Sorry, I'm not feeling too well. I'm a little under the weather, man, but so I'm going to make the greatest co-host in the world handle most of the show, and I'm going to be here piggybacking off my man. So check it out, dude. The one, the only, half a dozen six, man.
Hey, I gotta put in the work because my man got the sniffles. He got the sniffly. Hey, what up, y'all? Welcome back to Yo Retro. We out here, whoa. What's good? MSU Rich, Cornercade, Fat Dog. Hey, or I don't even know. Harley K. We're gonna say Harley K.
Harley K. There you go. Just do it that way.
There we go. Gallagher guy, what up? Peter McNabb, what up?
And Jason Leyland, good to see you as well, man. So yeah, my wife was I think what she's saying makes pretty much good sense, man. Like for the last 3 months working for AtGames, I've been sitting at home at my desk here, answering my little tickets and everything, and then they lay me off, and I go back out into the world and start working, and I'm getting around all these people, and they sneeze and cough and wiping their stuff all over over everything, and I caught something. I think I caught something. I think that's the reason why, man. So I need to get back at getting a stay at home job again, and staying away from all that cancerous diseases and stuff going on out there. Y'all some nasty motherfuckers out there. I'm sorry, language. It's been a while, man. I'm in a good mood though.
Yo, Oracle, what up? Penny K, what up? Man Spirits, what up? Marine 50, what up? Wingo, what up?
Good to see everybody. Yeah, repping the Browns, man. That's what's up, dude.
You see it. You know, I'm always big Cleveland out here. I'm big Cleveland.
James hates everything. I need you to get your correct profile out, sir. This is the real you. I need to see the AI version of you. Yeah, I know. Staying at home, Corner K, that's what I'm talking about. You don't ever get sick unless your kids bring home something. But nah, man. Like as soon as I went right back into the world, I was like, oh God, what the hell's in this? I got COVID or something, man. It's everywhere.
Bro, people are nasty, you know, like I work with the public too, bro, and you just see the nasty shit, like employee bathrooms and shit. Like people are nasty. People don't wash their hands. Like it's crazy. It's trifling.
Yeah. And my wife's been a nurse for almost 20 years now, and that's the first thing she said to me. She goes, "Wash your hands every time you touch something. Wash your hands." And you don't have to worry about it no more. I was like, you know what? That's damn good advice. You were the smartest woman I know. That's why I married you.
Yeah. Charlotta Love. What up?
Charlotta Love's in the house, man. Oh, so let's get this show started, man. There's a lot of cool news going on today. Like Zen had their announcements. AtGames had some like a weird bad announcement that kind of seem like doom and gloom, but we'll see if we can kind of speculate out of it. Since I don't work at AtGames anymore, I can speculate, baby. So
yeah, you could put your speculative glasses back on.
Exactly.
Look into the future.
Exactly. Soggy Baker said 6. Thanks for the Thunderbolts heads up the other day. Saw it with the wife. It was super good. Yeah. I was watching your review on it, and I was watching the trailers and stuff like that, and I was like, okay, this actually sounds pretty good, especially other people that have been watching it, saying that it's probably one of the best Marvel movies in a while.
Yeah, me and the host of my Yo Hero show, Mac and Unc, we all went out and seen it together with my son. Unc brought his girl. And yeah, we all checked it out. We had a great time. I was able to bring out my camera. We did like a first impressions video I put up over the past week for it. And then just yesterday we reviewed it. And yeah, we had a blast reviewing it. I thought it was a really good movie, bro. It's just entertaining, funny, good action, all that.
Awesome, dude. And it's got the guy from Stranger Things. I forget his name.
David Harbour.
Yeah. And I like his acting style and the way he presents characters. So I was
Oh, bro, he is
totally into it.
so funny in that movie, bro. He's definitely the comic relief in that movie.
Good, 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 good. All right, everybody's coming in. Let's start the show, man. So I hate Bubsy, and I think we've already discussed this. What is going on here, man? It's like, it's the entire collection, the entire
Yeah,
Bubsy
yeah.
collection.
This is the well, we did discuss that it was being remastered, and then we discussed how much we absolutely despise this this IP. We're not fans of Bubsy whatsoever here on Yo Retro, but it is retro. It is nostalgic for some people. You know, I do remember like when the first one was coming out, I remember looking in Game Pro magazines, Electronic Gaming Monthly, and just the screenshots had me hyped, thinking it was going to be some Mario Sonic hybrid kind of game, and it ended up not being that at all. But anyways, Atari put out like the full games list on this,
Yeah,
and I'm pretty sure it's Atari. But yeah.
yeah, yeah. It's made by Atari because it was featured on the Atari Jaguar predominantly.
Yeah, but you're
Um,
getting a lot of
back
the
in
same
the
titles, just different versions, like the Mega Drive version or the
yeah,
Famicom version, so on and so forth.
yeah. I remember playing this back in the Super Nintendo days, and I was like, no, this is not for me. And I think what is Bubsy 64 on here? I don't see it. I don't think it is. Okay. I remember
No,
Bubsy 64 was god awful.
no, but they do got the Jaguar Bubsy on here. And Bubsy 3D, the PlayStation game, was just as bad. It probably worse than the sprite based games.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So yeah, I'm not picking this up, but guys, if y'all have any nostalgia for some Bubsy, man, just go ahead and add them to your wish list. It's the perfect collection.
Yeah, and don't forget to add it to your wish list.
Yeah, there you go. I love the advertising though. Feline and nostalgic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like I would love to have like a honest conversation with somebody who loves this game just to see like what
oh,
do you
man.
like, because I remember just the physics, like even because he had like a floaty spinny thing he'd do when you're trying to get the yarn balls pause, and yeah, like I don't know, just the game was terrible to me. I couldn't find anything to like about this game back in the day. I used to try to play it over and over for the weekend. I rented it and I could not find nothing to like about it.
Mm-mm. Nah, to me this was like Gex for me, man. I was like I couldn't get into either of them.
Oh, I like Gex.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, Gex. There was I realized it's got some broken mechanics too, and it could get really stressful and annoying, especially like the voiceovers in Gex. Those would get
yeah,
really
yeah. 'Cause
annoying.
that comedian, I forget his name, but yeah, it was so repetitive.
Yeah, you every time you get a game over, you have to hear his stupid little one-liners, so that would get
Yeah,
annoying. But man, Gex was dope. There was a certain point in time Gex was, because the camera would zoom in on Gex and stuff. Like you never really had that in platformers before that.
yeah. The only other good platformer I can think of that was like off the wall was Rayman.
Yeah, Rayman was dope.
Yeah, Rayman was the shit, and like they still make new Rayman games, and they're really good. If anybody wants to check them out, man, like Rayman's Origins and stuff, and the sequel that they did, it's really good. So check out Rayman at least. Forget about Bubsy.
Yeah,
But now I don't own a PlayStation. I know you do. I know a bunch of people in the community do, like Gamer Fridge owns one, and Shotgun Sean. Gears of War is one of the best like trilogy. Like the first three games were the best like I've ever enjoyed. To me, it was more of a system seller for the Xbox 360 was than Halo 3 was. Like I absolutely love this series. The chainsaw gun, the Lancer. Oh my god, dude, that's just so much fun. And the multiplayer, each generation that the newest like version of the game came out was even better than the last. So for this to be moving over to PlayStation, and if people have never played this before, you're in for a treat.
Yeah, I remember one of my friends, because I've always been, like I said, PlayStation kind of diehard, and I had friends that were Xbox diehards, and I remember this was the first Xbox game that I seen where I was jealous.
Yeah.
I was jealous, like I was mad watching this game. I was like, damn, bro, we're not gonna get this. I was like, this is, and I remember being mad at like what PlayStation, their exclusives at the time, in contrast to this. I was like, this game looks so, I was so mad. I was a hater. But I remember so it's cool, I think, as a PlayStation, fan to finally get this. Yeah, oh, there you go, Galaga guy. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I'm talking about.
exactly. It feels like it, man. Especially if Halo makes its way over there too. Oh boy. Um, yeah, the first 3 Gears were absolutely amazing, dude. Gears 2, there's a certain scene that made me cry. Gears 3, I bawled at a certain part. So just letting you know. So this is the reloaded version, which is basically the Ultimate Edition came out for Xbox Series S and X, and Xbox One X, I believe. But it had all the upgraded features, 60 frames per second, updated cut scenes, and all that good stuff, right? Reloaded, they took it a step further. So, like, multiplayer now has 120 frames per second. And then you have co-op, or you have, I think it's anything that has to do with multiplayer or co-op. It's going to be 120 frames per second. Everything's remastered. You're getting all the DLC that the Ultimate Edition came with. So if you got an Xbox version of Gears of War Ultimate Edition, you get this for free. You get this upgraded for free. So I'm definitely getting that. I think MG's getting that too, because we played a little bit of Ultimate Edition together a couple months ago. We did some co-op.
I just want to
Co-op story mode. So
play PlayStation owners. We're up one.
yeah.
We got one.
The only thing that like kind of upset me about this was I was hoping 2 and 3 would get remastered, because 2 and 3 is where it's at. This was a great starting point and got me totally invested in the series. 2 and 3 just rocked my world, like story wise, gameplay wise, and multiplayer. Galaga guy, anytime you want to play this, let's play, dude. Just hit me up, dude. I'm all about some Gears of War, man. This is like what got me into competitive gaming.
Yeah, and like Ray said, the co-op was like the dopest part about it.
Yeah. So anytime you want to play, dude, just hit me up. We can stay up all night and play this, dude. I'll gladly play it over and over and over again. And it kind of fell off for Gears 4 and Gears 5, even though Gears 5 is a beautiful game, especially when you play it on PC. Or they up the graphics to 4K and everything. They remastered, like, I guess, Gears 5 into having 4K graphics. They had the option where you could add Dave Bautista, the wrestler. He can be Marcus Phoenix, like his skin and his voice. You could change him to Marcus Phoenix and everything. That was pretty dope too, because I always felt like Dave Bautista, if they ever did a live action Gears of War movie, he needs to play as Marcus Phoenix. So yeah, dude, I could talk about Gears of War all day. I could make a Gears of War podcast. Sorry, man, I'm cutting everybody's time up. This is not what everybody's here for. But I'm super excited about this. August 26th, it's going to have cross-platform. So any of y'all that have PlayStation, hit me up, and I could play cross-platform. I don't have a PlayStation, but we can play on it. I can play on my Xbox or PC, and we can just hit it all up. I'll cut them all up all day and night, man. We can have a home arcade multiplayer match.
Home arcade, Gears of War multiplayer co-op. That's what he's talking about, y'all.
Yeah. So think about it, guys. August 26th. Pick this up. It's worth it. All right. Moving on. Echo the Dolphins getting remastered?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Sorry, language. I
Hey, where
I
were you?
loved
Captain
Echo the
America
Dolphin. I
or
know a
whatever?
lot of people hated it, but I loved Echo the Dolphin growing up.
Yeah, I know a lot of people hated it too, and I thought it was. I honestly still to this day think it was one of the most like in that era, 16-bit era. It's one of the most beautiful games, and audio wise, it's got some of the best audio, soundtracks and stuff. Like almost some Final Fantasy VII level soundtrack stuff, in this game. But maybe I'm biased, but and I didn't even have a Sega, but I was a Nintendo kid growing up. But I would go to my cousin's house, and he had X-Men and certain games, Sonic. Where I loved the Sega Genesis. I just didn't have it growing up. I had to pick one, and I picked the SNES.
My brother had the Sega Genesis. I had the Super Nintendo. So every now and then I'll go to Blockbuster. My mom would take me to Blockbuster. She says, "All right, pick a game." I was like, "I can get one for each console, right? I can get one for the Sega Genesis and the Super Nintendo." She goes, "Yeah, sure. You got good grades this time. Go ahead." So I would pick up Echo the Dolphin a lot. I would pick that up and like Mutant League Football, Mutant League Hockey. I would pick those up. And Super Nintendo, whatever, I would always pick up something different. But Echo the Dolphin, I would actually rent this multiple times because I was like, what I always trying to figure out what do I do next? Like,
Yeah. It
because
was
it
like,
freaked me out the first time you activate, like you jump out of water and activate everything doing the time warp or whatever. That
mhm,
scared the shit out of me. I remember
yeah.
that, but after that, I was like, what do I do next? And,
Oh, this
and
this game has some creepy moments in it. Like
yeah,
the music could get creepy in some parts, or you just be in dark parts of the water you'd be lost. You'd feel claustrophobic in this game. Like, yeah, this game was deep. Like, I honestly don't think it was made for kids, but
no, you have to play Echo Junior for
it,
kids.
yeah, probably, yeah, exactly. Like, because it was deep. Like, even to this day, it's difficult for adults to play this game. But
Oh yeah, this game's hard as shit.
yeah, because it had like little mysteries. Like, you talk to dolphins, and they tell you, you send your sonar at them, and they tell you like where to find a piece of the puzzle or how to get to the next part of the stage. But if you couldn't kind of break down or decipher what they were saying, you'd be just lost running around the stage forever swimming.
Yeah,
This game also has some of the best animations back then too, like
yeah,
really, really
that's
good
very cool.
animations. I wanted Peter Cullen. That's funny. Yeah, but this was with Microsoft Wire. They did an interview, and it was about all types of properties they're working on or have access to, and this was at the very bottom, like, of the Wire article. You kind of would miss it if seen a couple ads and thought the article was over. But at the bottom of the article, the couple guys that
Yeah,
developed the original game said they're remastering Echo the Dolphin, the whole trilogy, I believe. And then they said they're also working on a sequel,
I'm all for this, man. I can't wait to see more news about this.
like a third game or whatever the
Yeah,
case. You
yeah,
know,
I'm super excited about this. I can't wait. Yeah,
yeah.
so stay tuned for that, guys. We'll hopefully get more information about this soon. All right, so moving on to AtGames news. Today is the last day for Week 5, Season 3 of Flipper Friends for the HD as well as the 4KP tournaments. The HD version has the Fox and Sox, Pistol Poker, Voyager, Darius, and Earth, Wind, and Fire Deluxe, which I do want to go ahead and apologize for my drunkenness or retardedness that I experienced last week on Yo Retro when I said Earth, Wind, Fire Deluxe gets a 9.5. I apologize about that. It is clearly a 7.5 at best.
Wait a minute. Wait a
My
minute.
first impressions, I was happy with it, but then the more I played it, especially when I tried to play it in Flipper Friends, I was like, man, F this table. This table's terrible. It just wasn't fair to me.
So wait a minute. You're telling me you gave it a 9.5 on our last show, and you're taking that back this week?
Yes, man. I'm putting my own flag on the play, dude. I'm totally just calling it back, dude. I'm doing a audible. This is not.
Calling the audible on your own score. So what? So what is your score for this table?
Yeah, it's clearly a 7.5.
Okay.
So I apologize for the 9.5. I know a lot of people were pissed off at me last week. They're like, "Chill, piece of shit. You know what you're talking about? This show sucks." I apologize.
Whoa. The show can't suck just because of his opinion, first of all. Second of all, no, I'm just wondering, like, so Flipper Friends is what did it for you. It had you like, it's not as good as I thought it was.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We all knew your 9.5 was bullshit. Yeah. Yeah. Because I was like, look, all right. Because I didn't have that much time with it before we did it. But my first impression, I'm sorry, I didn't have much time to play the table when it first came out. Right. I played it more on Steam than I did on the 4KP, and to me,
that's more than I
so much better.
No, that's more than I played it that day. I played it at all. That was the first time I ever played it. Let's just put it this way: I'll be the voice of reason here moving forward. I'll be the voice of reason.
Yes, yes.
Let me temper your expectations, y'all.
Yes. Thank you guys for letting me take back that score. Thank y'all for allowing me to do that.
I wouldn't say it's a shit show, Dennis B, but I would say it's just not great. There's nothing special about it. I mean, it looks great. It's got good sounds, some good call outs, but
yeah, and I think that's what my first impressions really drug into it. I was like, okay, I loved it. I like the music. I like the way it plays.
The layout, that's what bothers me the most. And them spot targets just in the middle of the playfield are kind of shitty,
Yeah. The 4KP tournament, guys, it ends the Flipper Friends tournament ends today. Those included Theater of Magic, which we already said was God tier. Fishtails, which is also to me is considered God tier. Anything Williams in is pretty much there. Earth, Wind, Fire Deluxe, and Pistol Poker, and Darius, and then you got the different amount of prize winners and stuff like that. So, can't wait to hear what the next week.
You mentioned God tier Williams stuff. Not to cut you off, I played Adam's Family the other day, and that table needs an update. Zen needs to revisit that table. I'm not happy with that table.
No, I'll never be happy with Adam's Family, dude. That table finds a way to piss you off.
Yeah, all the other tables I pretty much like Williams, but that table just feels it feels rushed, unpolished. It just needs Zen's TLC.
Yeah, I would love for them to come back to it and play it and work on it some more. That'd be great. All right, so Zen, we already knew about this because thank you, AtGames, for accidentally leaking this and kind of possibly screwing up your relationship with Zen Studios in the process. But we finally got to see the trailer for it today. Speaking of the trailer, we can go ahead and add that to the stage and play it real quick.
Yeah, this looks great.
Yeah. At first, it was giving me like Kong vibes a little bit, and the inside the mansion one was giving me no, I'm sorry. This one actually gives me Xena vibes. The mansion one gives me the Elder Gods table, with Cthulhu, Wrath and Elder Gods. That one right here, that one gives me vibes of that table.
Yeah, I like the fact they're giving us some variety. What is there, 2 or 3 tables? 2. Yeah.
But yeah, these 2 tables give me that vibe. But yeah, so according to
And
no,
I don't see AtGames on that list there. So
no, it wasn't on that list, but they did say it right afterwards that it was coming out on all platforms, including the 4KP. Was it June 19th?
yeah, but weren't they? Didn't they also say they were going to start adding it to the little logos there? I'm pretty sure they did say,
Yeah.
something regarding that at some point.
Wait. So it is there. Check it out. So let's get back to it, and let
Oh,
me
it
pause
is.
it real quick. I forgot it is there because I did double check it. Keep going, let it play. But yeah,
Must
I
be
don't
in
know.
the
Maybe
fine
in chat y'all can see it. That one gives me Wrath of the Elder Gods vibes to me, and the other one gives me Kong vibes. So let me know if y'all agree with that or disagree with that. All right, so pause it. Look down there at the bottom left corner. You see Zen
Oh
Pinball
yeah,
World and Legends 4K.
okay, so HD owners definitely ain't getting this. It's
Yeah, no.
got you.
So cool
Okay,
little
yeah.
announcement. I'm
What
glad.
is on there?
I'm glad to see the tables, and I'm actually liking the way they look.
Yeah, this would be a $20 2-pack.
My guesstimation probably $15.
Okay.
So it looks like it's coming to FX VR as well. So it looks like they're dropping it on all 9 platforms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
This
So,
is one of them things we've spoke about over the past 50 shows is when they could get to a point where they could day and date tables on this platform.
yeah.
So say what you will, AtGames is dead in the chat and all that. I mean, this could be a turning point for them in a good way with them.
Yeah. Until we get to the later news, which we'll get
We
to, I think, here in a second.
yeah, but we'll discuss that. I mean,
yeah. So Pinball FX VR also got announced that it's getting a huge update later this month. Actually, next week, next Thursday. They are getting 9 new Williams tables, and they're basically volume pack 1, 2, and 3.
nice.
And this is, to me, this is much needed because I'm enjoying the hell out of Pinball FX VR, especially with the X Arcade Arcade 2 TV VX XR pedestal. Great, that's great stuff. So it makes you feel like you're at an actual pinball table. So I've been enjoying the hell out of that. But even if you don't have that, you can still enjoy it playing with the actual MetaQuest controllers. But yeah, this is what I've been waiting for. I've been waiting to play Medieval Madness, Attack from Mars, Party Zone. Dr. Bazaar right there freaks me the fuck out. The way he looks, it's scary. And then of course Black Rose. I can't wait for that as well. Theater of Magic, which just came out on AtGames platform, and actually we're getting Safecracker as well as Champions Pub as well. So super excited, man. I'm really, 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 really happy about all this.
Nice. Check out Jason.
Oh God, dude. Really, Jason? Seriously, dude?
He did it.
20 memberships? God bless, dude. Thank you so much, bro.
Hey.
Hell yeah, dude. I really, really, really appreciate that, dude.
Corner K, you're right. Theater of Magic, God tier. It is. And
Yeah.
we definitely said that when we reviewed it. Because it's fire.
Yes. Attack from Mars with my new X Arcade stick is something I'm really excited for. I'm so glad you picked that up, Meatball. Hell yeah, man. Getting them memberships. Get them memberships, boys.
Get them while they're hot.
So yeah, super excited about all the Pinball FX tables coming out, man. I can't wait for them to continue to do more. And I hope to get some of the original tables out there as well, man. Like the Williams tables are great. They're needed. Oh my God, James.
20 more.
James says I'll match that.
Hey.
Holy crap, dude. Oh my God, man. Seriously, dude.
Good stuff, yeah. check y'all out.
Oh yeah, thanks for sending out the membership, guys. Because Pixelated Travelers, like I didn't even know you were streaming until I got notified by I got a membership.
Nice,
man. Thank you so much. Dude. You're bringing people in, man, and we're all going to be members. Pretty much. There's more members now than there are actual live viewers right now. 38. So
keep them coming.
Gonna have to grab a MetaQuest given the latest AtGames developments. Yeah, that's something to consider, man. Honestly, it is something to consider. Because I think I got it right here. AtGames just out of nowhere today, right after the pinball or the Zen table announcements. The next wave of pinball tables originally planned for May have been slightly delayed until further notice. Which, if they don't put any kind of disclaimer like what the hell is going on, the speculation goes freaking wild.
Hey, Retro Tech X.
Oh my god. Fuck, man. I can't keep up. I'm already sick, and y'all just gonna start making me daggum tearing at the eyes and everything. I really appreciate it, dude. Holy crap. And then Penny K says, you know what? Here's 5 for you too, man.
5 of them. Let's go.
Oh yeah, it's not good. But all these super chats and gift memberships, those are good. I really appreciate that, guys. Y'all have no
it's all about the
no
love.
idea, dude. Seriously.
All about the love.
But yeah, consider picking up a MetaQuest right now. And 3S goes on sale a lot. You can get a 512 gigabyte regular 3, which has the pancake lenses, for the same price as a regular 3 right now, and it comes with Batman VR as well. No, I'm not giving out feet pics. Good lord, that's not happening. I would never do that.
Yeah, there is a new Killer Instinct emulator out. I heard about that pixel.
Yes. What the Quartercade? I've never seen you give a super chat to anybody, man. Come on, dude. Really?
Okay. We out here. We out here.
I appreciate it, dude.
Hey,
nice, dude.
Hey.
Danny, I really appreciate it, dude. Check it hype. Let's tear up chaos.
Okay, Ray sent it too. I appreciate you, Ray. What are we going crazy in the chat tonight?
God,
What up, though? P-Pix, that ain't happening. Pause. Big pause. That's crazy, Corner.
I think this is the first time the AtGames is included in a virtual launch. Yes, this is going to be the first time that they're in a day one release, supposedly. Now, that came out before this announcement came out. So, let's speculate a little bit, Six. Let's speculate. Golly. Oh, Ray throws me a little bit low too. God bless, dude. Seriously, man.
Y'all making it rain tonight. Okay, ballers.
Tripping. I love you guys so much. Holy crap, man. Yeah, we ain't stopping, boys. So let's speculate, Six. So a lot of people are saying AtGames is dead. This means AtGames and Zen, their partnership's over with. This is exactly what this means. They're putting on indefinite hold. It could mean that. It could also mean that next month is June, and the day one release of all platforms is going to be that Tomb Raider tables, right? Could AtGames, since they've been cutting back on employees, because I was a former employee, I'm no longer there, because of budget cuts and the tariffs and everything. So, and they cut a lot of other employees too. Could it be the fact that they're trying to get whatever employees they got left testing on this Tomb Raider table, making sure that it is ready to go day one with everybody else? That's far-fetched, right?
Yeah, I don't think that's the case, and I think people make something out of nothing. A lot of times it says slightly delayed. It doesn't say indefinite anywhere in there about, slightly delayed. That's all it says. I don't think it's a reason to panic.
Marine 50, man. Jesus Christ. Thank you so much.
Oh my. Okay. Hey, party over here, F them over
Hey, James hooked you up too, though, man.
there. Get out.
Yeah, James hooked you up too.
Get out. What the
Yeah.
hell? Y'all gotta chill, man. Y'all gotta chill for real.
I'm not
Appreciate
taking my
it.
shirt off and I'm not showing my feet.
Yeah, that's
Y'all are
crazy.
paying for me for that stuff to stay on.
I'm calling a technical foul on that comment.
Yeah,
Flag on the play.
personal file. I would give money if I wasn't broke. The RK One Up SCs killed my budget for super chats. Nah, Mr. Coder, you're fine, man.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, I just want all the Williams tables, and then Zen can go their happy little way and do their own thing. As long as if the 4KP has all the Williams tables, we're all happy, right?
I'm not gonna say that.
No.
I want my Star Wars, my Marvel.
Oh, yeah. You want your Zen, all your Zen tables. Thank you.
Yeah, and I want these day and date tables. You know, it's a lot of stuff.
Like,
I want Zen original tables. I want Zen to stay supporting this platform like they are that laundry list of platforms they're supporting. You know, that's one thing about this community. Like I get being upset about certain things and things not going as you know. We've had false advertising for these companies from the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 arcade one up to the 4KP, right? But I don't want to see these companies become something they're not, or go the way to the dinosaur kind of, like I want to see them continue putting out content. So I'm not here to like shit on AtGames. But I'm also not here to, sugarcoat stuff either. If a table's not a 9.5, I'm gonna say it's not a 9.5. And if a table's overpriced, I'm gonna call them out on that too if I feel it's overpriced. But and I don't understand the digital the charging, pushing the charges on the consumer over digital products. It's certain stuff I don't agree with, but I still enjoy my 4KP. I still enjoy playing
absolutely.
pinball on it.
Yeah, absolutely. Meatball Saucy has a pretty good theory. Zen releasing the VR pack in May. Zen told AtGames do not distract from their own launch. Why not? Like that's not a bad that's not a bad speculation. I mean, Zen has all the cards when it comes to their partnership with AtGames.
Oh my god, y'all are on a roll, yo.
You remember when you lost your monetization and you just got it back? Hopefully this
chill out. Don't give YouTube no ideas.
I'm not going to try to give YouTube any ideas, but I'm glad you got your monetization back, so that the home arcade community can bless you as well.
I mean, I more than appreciate it. I never expected, I more so wanted it so they could run some advertisements on my stuff and I could get some commercial money from the big wigs, But y'all supporting us.
Yeah.
I'm black belt bowing to y'all.
Yeah. Holy crap, man. I know they take a percentage of all this, but damn it, like, nah, see, I don't want to do that either, man. This is fun, man, just to be able to see this pop up and we're able to all celebrate it, man. Like, sure, y'all could Venmo my pocket or whatever and not have to worry about YouTube making any money off of it, but
we could be dirt bags and put our cash apps right in our names, but we don't do that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like we're really not here for that, but if y'all do it, we appreciate it.
Very much appreciate it. It's like way out of. We are tipping the cool bartenders. Yeah, let's go.
Pour something up.
Look, Marine 50 man hooks you up again, dude. So now we're even. We're matched.
Wow! Salute, Marine. He been here forever, bro. Supporting us.
Yeah, Marine 50 is one of the OGs, dude. One of the best too. No. Mr. Encoder. Hey, half a dozen. That's your cash app, right?
No, it's not. We're not doing that. Chill out.
Put up the bit wallet links.
Right. Bitcoin. We just started getting Bitcoins. Y'all tripping.
All right. So my best suggestion. Let's get back on the subject.
No, that's not it, Mr. Encoder. Oh my God. Do I have to put it in the chat so you don't give the wrong person money? Stop. I'm not trying to do this, bro.
So
Because it's gonna be some video of us like, oh, all they wanted was super chats. That's not what this is about.
yeah, there's. If you knew my phone number, you could have my Zelle account. How about that? Anyway, um, let's pump the brakes on this AtGames announcement and worried about what it means. Let's wait till June and see what comes of it. If they push back any kind of June, if we don't see any releases for June other than Tomb Raider, then yeah, I'm going to be kind of worried.
Yeah, we'll see.
Or if you don't see Tomb Raider on there at all either, then yeah, I'm going to be super fucking worried.
I would say if we don't see nothing by like the end of July, then start worrying. But I'm not worried. I just think, Zen has a certain rollout I think they want to do. I think that's why they were mad that AtGames put out that tentative rollout for them, and they they gave some pushback as far as like, no, we don't want that up. Pull that down. We're not net. They gave them a hypothetical rollout, and AtGames took it. They got a habit of taking things as like concrete release dates, and that's not how Zen works. Zen likes to deliver when they say they're going to deliver. So whereas AtGames, we said this way back in December. I think when they gave those rollouts, I was like, watch, they're going to fall like dominoes. Once one date's pushed back, then the pack behind that's pushed back, and then you get this sequence of events where you're halfway through the year and there's 20 tables they promised us you didn't get.
Well, let's face it. You remember when they brought out that calendar? We were supposed to have 52 Zen releases this year, right?
Yeah.
We're not even hitting half of that now. Like the year's halfway over, and we've had 18?
Something like that.
Yeah, and we're supposed to be at like 26 by now, or something like that. We're missing some.
Yeah. Oh well, all them Star Wars packs were supposed to be out.
Yeah, that and we got Williams Pinball Pack 3, but we didn't get Safecracker. And then obviously the next two releases was either going to be, if you had to go by the volume numbers, it would either be Hurricane. What else is on that list? I don't even remember, but
with the Safecracker thing, like we were speculating that it's an issue with the back glass or something like that.
No animations on that back glass, and if they're going to keep it in cabinet mode, you have to have something pop up on that back glass.
Yeah.
And Zen has done that. So maybe that's another speculatory thing. Maybe Zen is saying, hey, y'all pump the brakes on these next few releases until we get like back glass video support or something like that. That's a possibility,
Yeah, good point.
So, like I said, it's just too early to make all these assumptions. Let's wait till June, July, and then we'll start either freaking out or celebrating. Be Kirby with 10 more memberships, man. Holy crap, it's like 50 memberships tonight. Bravo, dude. Holy crap, man. God bless all of you. Seriously.
Same Spirit said raining dollar bills like 6 at the strip club. Stupid,
bro. Let's see. Trying to catch up on chat. Low on copy errors too. Yeah, there's 6 at the strip club. There you go. Yeah. Let's see. That calendar was hype. Now it feels like we won't even get Battletoads and KI until 6 months after promised. Yeah, that's another thing that's like kind of just pissing off people, and just AtGames like, fix that, man. Go ahead and pop that out. Like it's, or at least don't make people spend $35 on a pinball pack and then release all 3 games separately or whatever. Don't do that ever again. Yeah. Don't make us prepay for a pinball pack. Just release them separately if you got to, and just charge us separately, $7 each, whatever. $7, $9 each. I don't care. Just it just doesn't add up, man. I wouldn't have done that.
Like the chat was saying, they should have made Sea of Thieves a single pack and then had these other two for later.
Yeah. Yeah, Dr. Torton, that's kind of what they're really hoping that we do is keep supporting with the pinball packs and getting those sales until stuff gets figured out with everything else.
Yeah, and that's another point about this delay is, you got to think like they need them software sales, so they don't want delays. They don't want things being held off forever. So I'm sure they want to get us these packs as much as we want them.
Yeah. Pixelated Traveler, wasn't AtGames waiting on the KI emulator for their cabinet? See, that's another speculatory thing too. Like that's the whole reason why that cabinet got pushed back is because AtGames was hired a independent contractor to create his own KI emulator, and it's arcade perfect, and it can run on even the chips that are in the original AtGames Rock chip. Apparently that emulator comes out tomorrow, and whoever was secretly paying this guy, James Hates Everything, did a video on this. Supposedly that company has stopped paying him, so he's like, you know what, I'm just going to release the emulator to public. So I believe that comes out tomorrow. So I'd like to check that out and see what can you run KI on.
Dr. Tort, the dancers are at the club.
Yes. G says thanks Penny for the membership.
Hey, thanks
you gotta keep putting out the packs if you want us to keep supporting you and buying them, right? Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like it's they gotta put out the content. So people that are speculating that they might not be working with Zen like they were, like that doesn't make sense for them from a business standpoint. It's just probably a matter of getting things right because I think Zen wants their stuff represented properly on this device.
You're right, Goofy Foot. I'll take that down until we can move on. Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm glad, Goofy. I was gonna ask him, but I don't like telling this man what to do.
Oh, please do, man. Catch me up. Sometimes I keep going on.
That was crazy.
Yeah. Saying Spirits, what are the chances of new skins coming out this year? I think that's dead in the water. I think that's DOA right now. Unless stuff gets figured out real quick, and like all that stuff with that political stuff, man, that could take years, dude. So there ain't no telling, man.
Ray, you got a good point. Like if Theater of Magic is any example, they really did dial in that SSF. I feel like, see, that's what I'm talking about. Zen being perfectionists, like wanting their product manufactured or represented properly on this device. Is that I guarantee they're sitting there with one in their office, just like they got pinball machines in their real offices. They got real Williams pinball machines in these Zen offices. They'll take the glass off and everything just to look at the play field. They'll scan the little Attack from Mars aliens and all that to try to get them, represented properly in their games. So I could imagine they're doing the same thing with an SSF kit in their office of one of these, going, we can make that sound a little better. We could do that a little better.
Yeah, I mean, they're putting their passion into it, right? Or it seems like they were, especially with a table like Theater of Magic. Somebody put their love and passion into that.
Yeah, I think if you look at Addams Family and then you compare that to Theater of Magic, don't you see a stark contrast in quality difference?
God, yes. Even Attack from Mars, it's like I feel like Attack from Mars could just be just a little bit better. That table is almost perfect.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad.
It's not bad, but I'm saying like it could definitely do some improvements. It's almost perfect, but
it's not as polished as like Theater of Magic feels.
Yeah. Unc says, I won't be supporting software if they keep raising prices, and is the only reason I play mine. Yeah.
Well, we're gonna get into that. Yeah, you'll probably start moving into our review.
Yeah, and I think they could work on the cabinet mode POV, man. I think it's a little bit more. They could have a little bit more depth into these tables a little bit because some of them do seem a little flat. It just the angle of the table and everything. It kind of looks right, but then again, it kind of don't. Like I would like to see a little bit more depth. England and the U.S. just made a trade deal today, so at least we should get back online with Evercade. Yeah, Evercade, that should be taken care of. Like that should be day one taken care of at least.
I heard their prices are going up over tariffs too.
Yeah, but with that trade deal that's being done today with the UK, that should excuse me, that should alleviate that.
My man's going through it over there.
Yeah, I'm not sorry. Let's go ahead and get into it. For 50 minutes into the show, man. Let's talk about BlackBelt Deluxe. 6. Is this better than Earth, Wind, Fire Deluxe?
It is better, and I'm not gonna say it's a 9.5. It is better. It is
because
better.
It's not a 10 table. It's not good. There's no way it's going to be a 9.5.
No, I'm not saying that. I think Magic Pixel is capable of making a 9.5 table. I've played. I would say they're. Oh, damn, man, bro, it always pisses me off. I forget the table name when I'm trying. I draw a blank when I'm trying to think of it, but. Yeah, I think Magic Pixel could make a 9.5 table. I don't think they have one right now on my list, but yeah, this is a good table. It's better than Earth, Wind, and Fire. It's better than the Primal Carnage tables. It's better than Space Shuttle Deluxe. It's better than all the Magic Pixel tables we've been rating for the past. I think every table we've rated. I think. Yeah, it's pretty much the only table I think Magic Pixel has put out somewhat recently that maybe could best this is like Nature's Fury. I really like that table.
Yeah.
Well, Unc was saying Time Machine was like almost a 9.5 for me. Time Machine remake.
Yeah,
but Time Machine remake's like close to a 9.5 for me, and then Nature's Fury's up there, and this is kind of right up under there. I really actually like this table, so yeah. Worth the $7? I don't know about that. I mean, it's almost it's getting closer to being worth the price, because the little ninja stars spinning. The bamboo shoot, like all the theming, the sound effects. I like, going through all the different ninjutsu kind of whatever karate vibes they had going on. It was all dope.
Yeah. Currently you're 4th on the leaderboard on this table.
Yeah, where are you at?
And I'm somehow at number 1. I don't know how. Other than I will tell you this, and it's almost true for any Magic Pixel table when they have multiple playfields. If you get into that top playfield up there and you stay up there for a while, hitting everything, all the little targets and hitting the gong over and over and over again, you'll get like 100 million points in like within like a minute.
Yeah, I don't even know how I got my points. Like I said, I was in that upper playfield for a little bit, but like I couldn't really tell you. I was hitting, I was doing the combos. I think it even had like an ultimate combo or something. I forget. After you do so many, it was calling it. And then yeah, that upper playfield, I got quite a bit of points. I might have got up there, but I don't even know. I just kept the ball in play and was getting points.
Yeah, the call outs are good. Hadn't figured out all the modes. So obviously there's what, 9. There's 9 different game modes when it comes to spelling out black belt. I know during my first place run, I know I won't stay up there, but how I got there was I spelled black. It's pretty simple. Because I think the first letter I did, or the first game mode I completed was hit the pop bumpers 5 times. And then the second one for me was hit the bottom rollovers 3 times. Hit the right ramp 5 times. And you got 10 million points for every mode that you completed. So I got 50 million by completing 5 modes. I spelled black. Did not make it to belt. It's the typical Magic Pixel thing, Zaccaria table thing, where they have the drop targets right here in the middle of the play field, and you can easily knock your ball. But it's kind of cockeyed to the left a little bit, so that to me it doesn't feel like it's an instant drain because it doesn't go straight down the middle. You have a chance to basically save the ball, keep it in play. I want to say the ball's not as floaty as other ones because the table does move very, very fast. If you hit a ramp, it's going all the way around. See how fast that was and everything during the gameplay here. The only time I ever feel that it's floaty, of course, is when it bounces all around on the out lanes. It does want to try and magnet its way to the out lane.
I think off the slingshots is where you get the most bounce off the ball in this table.
Yes, the slingshot is insane. Like the power of those.
Yeah, but it does almost feel like the ball has a little bit more weight than a lot of the other Zaccaria tables. But maybe that's just something I'm imagining from playing it. But there is a difference, definitely a huge difference between Zen pinball physics and Magic Pixel. And it always takes me a few minutes to adapt between the two of them. But
yeah,
this table I was able to kind of adapt. It didn't take me long, to pick up on the physics of the pinball and kind of predetermine where the ball was headed on the table, et cetera, et cetera. I did find that the more nudging I did, the more the ball went out. Like when it started to bounce towards the out lane, left or right, if I nudged it 9 times out of 10, I involuntarily sent it out. And if I just kind of let the ball do its thing, it would stay in play a lot of times. So
yeah.
But yeah, I think you build up different weapons in this, your nunchucks, your bow staff, different stuff like that too. So all the theming's on point. This is way more up my alley than all the sorcery stuff. I grew up watching kung fu movies. Unc loves Jackie Chan. He got me into like Jackie Chan back in the day and all that. So, you got the dummy up there. You can hit for millions, and just there's all kinds of cool theming around this table.
Yeah, I saw Michael B actually mention this soggy bacon in his live stream of the last table release, Earth Fun Fire Deluxe, is that Magic Pixel seems to reuse over and over and over again the exact same lamps, the exact same ramps. Like all they do basically is just change the layout slightly, and then AI the skin of it, right? So just add the AI artwork to it. A lot of people mention that, especially if you look at the here. Let's look at KI real quick. I mean, it's you got your same ramps, same.
What do you mean by same ramps? Because
like,
that ramps,
Well, I'm not saying like the same shape, but like the same design, the same.
Not
like,
necessarily, because like Sea of Thieves had like a different texture. Yeah.
But like the metal ones and everything, they're just all the same.
Well, metal's metal. What do y'all want? I don't understand.
But all right, so the same like lamps and the same.
Yeah, like for instance, on the playfield, I see what he's saying for like the multi-ball drop hole. That's kind of the same lamp that's on a lot of them.
Yeah,
but it's kind of like that era of pinball is what they're going for. What would have been in machines at that time, and that's
good point.
Gottlieb had their kind of lamps, and you know what I mean. Zaccaria kind of has theirs, so they're kind of stuck in that Zaccaria space with those. I'm hoping with stuff like Killer Instinct and stuff, different tables like Killer Instinct looks a little different than this, I think.
Yeah, it's just like the ramps will look super similar, like maybe not in the exact same shape or anything like that, but it's just they all lead to the
I,
same like
I mean, it's got a little bamboo on the table. That's it's
yeah
part of the ramp. That's kind of cool or whatever. Not
yeah
the ramp.
that one's fine. But I get what Soggy Bacon's trying to say. I'm just having a hard time interpreting it outward. Um, but yeah, Bacon also says like I like how Zen personalizes it to the table, like the flares on the thing or the roller coaster on Chucky. Like the theming is done a little bit
Yeah.
better.
Well,
Um,
that's what I said. I wish Magic Pixel with their deluxe tables would push the envelope a little further. Like you got your retro, then you got your remakes, that are of those eras. Now on the deluxe, you could have laser ramps or whatever. You can just push the envelope and go crazy with it and do futuristic stuff that might not be of any particular era. They can get more virtual with it like Zen does on their original tables.
yeah. Oh, Vader, you're good, man. Glad you're here. But out of the recent Magic Pixel releases, to me, this is the least annoying. It's actually feels like the modes are very achievable. Uh, Getting a high score is achievable. I just feel like it's more well done compared to say something like Earth, Wind, Fire Deluxe. Um, to me, this feels like like a realistic table. Like this could actually be out.
It's
Um,
fun. It's
and it's
fun. I
yeah,
like it.
but yeah, the layouts are all kind of similar. Yeah, absolutely. Because you got the drop targets down out in the middle of the playfield. You got the two ramps on the right, plus another orbit, and you got one ramp on the left plus the orbit.
Yeah, but
You got a little
me
spinner circle around here, which that is unique. The spinner circle right underneath the top playfield, that was unique to me. Um,
I
the
think
three,
them like Battletoads and KI layouts look different though.
oh yeah, absolutely. You'll
You
you'll
know,
you'll feel different about when those tables get released, how they play.
yeah, I think those look like a little different and they don't have the multiple flippers all over, like they're kind of giving us a little bit more of what we've been asking for, I think. So I think I think there's, I see why people don't like Magic Pixel as much, but you know, they're not shitty tables, all of them.
Not all of them, yeah.
Magic Pixel does have some pretty good fun pinball tables. You just gotta kind of be able to like take yourself out of that Zen mindset and just play those for what they are. And to be honest, they're a lot more polished than them Gottlieb tables are.
Yeah. Soggy Bacon, this is probably the perfect like 5-second review that you can say about Black Belt Deluxe. But Black Belt Deluxe is a fun table. Just doesn't have that same wow that I get with most Zen tables. Zen tables just seem like they have a labor of love to them and you can feel it. Totally agree with that. And I think that's probably the best way to describe that.
So what you scoring this table, dog?
You want to
Wait,
feel
wait,
how
wait,
okay.
wait, wait, wait. Take a second. Maybe I should go first.
Yeah, because Ray's like, I want to hear how chaotic feels about this table. Not this week, next week, because he's gonna have to change his score. No, I'm gonna sit here and actually think about it. I'm gonna let you go first, and I'm not gonna be subjective to the point where I'm just like, oh man, the first impressions is fantastic. Blah 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 blah. It's a perfect 10. No, it's not gonna be anything like that. Um, I I've played this both on the HD and the 4K. Um, because when I was still an AtGames employee, I did get the table for testing, and I'm one of the reasons why they had to push it back, delay it because it would not install on the HD correctly. So I found that bug, and unfortunately had to push it back because Magic Pixel could not figure out why it was not installing to the HD. It wouldn't let you play it; just automatically crash as soon as you open it. So that's the
I
reason
like
why. That's the reason why Magic Pixel, or that's the reason why Black Belt Deluxe got delayed.
I like what Thor and Wingo said. Wingo, you got a good point there, dog. It's Black Belt Deluxe is better than Kung Fu Panda. So, um, Yeah, I think I want to
Ringo,
get.
that was beautiful. You're absolutely right. That shit of a table.
Yeah, I think BlackBelt Deluxe is more fun.
Yeah, absolutely. I think anything's more
Um,
fun than watching paint dry is more fun than Kung Fu Panda.
yeah, that table is aggravating.
Yeah.
Uh, damn man. I Here's what I want to score this table because it's the first Magic Pixel table I probably really enjoyed thoroughly since maybe Nature's Fury.
Yeah.
Uh,
That was a damn good pack.
hmm. Man, I wanna give it an 8, but it doesn't fall in the, like, pantheon of, like, great Zen Williams kinda tables to be an 8, so I think I'm gonna give it a 7.5 to be fair. It's a great table. I would actually suggest people pick this up if you got the disposable income to spend 7 on a 4K pack or 6 on a HD pack. Add this to your list. It's a good table.
Well, if I rated Earth Wind Fire Deluxe a 7.5, like revised score 7.5, I gotta give this an 8, man, because it is better
Yeah.
than that.
Okay, I can
It is
respect
better
that.
than that. Now, like I said, Earth Wind Fire Deluxe, that theming and the music and all that spoke to me, and I enjoyed it for what it was until I kept playing it, and I was like, nope, never mind. This is annoying as shit. Uh, I like that theming, but when it comes to like Black Belt Deluxe, the way it plays, its music, and it's so much less annoying, so much less frustrating. And it's not because I'm number one on the backlash right now. It has nothing to do with that. It just took me like literally like just a couple of tries to be like, okay, this is how I defend myself from draining in this game. Feeling like it's been being unfair to me. Now I kind of know how to defend it on this table. It felt like it was easier to pick up and play. So yeah,
Yeah,
I think it's
every
a solid 8. It's not as good as say Nature's Fury, but to me it's top tier when it comes to Magic Pixel style tables.
but Nature's Fury still got bugs that I think people brought up, right?
Yeah, yeah, it still crashes.
Yeah,
Um,
so
a bunch of the Gottlieb tables still don't post Flipper Friends tournaments or high scores. They still got bugs.
yeah,
You still get the Gottlieb bug that when you try to start a table and all of a sudden loud static hits your machine like that still randomly happens.
yeah. I very rarely play Gottlieb tables unless I do the Flipper Friend tournament. But
Yeah,
yeah, Black Belt. I would suggest people buy this table. I enjoyed playing it. I enjoyed trying to chase high scores. Just today, I've seen, I think I put up like 70 mil or something. And then I seen your high score like 300 mil. And I'm like, holy shit. And then I got back on it. Almost every time I played, I got better, and I only played it for maybe an hour tops. I don't even think so, like a solid hour. I
yeah,
play a couple games, go, okay, here's my score, walk away, do my thing, come back, hop back on it. And yeah, but I pretty much incrementally got better at the table every time I played it and started seeing where I was getting my points and knowing what trajectory to send a pinball on to get them points.
yeah. Upper playfield is your friend on this table. Try to stay up there as long as possible. Kind of like Zancor Deluxe. Stay in the upper playfields. Just keep trying to stay up there, and you'll score a crap load of points
And
before you know it.
spam the targets up
Yeah,
there and
spam the shit out of
the,
his targets
the spinner.
and the spinner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, to me, the Gottlieb tables are even more fun than the Magic Pixel tables. Eh, that's a hot
Hey,
take.
to each their own. Hey, come back next week and tell us how you feel about that. Let's see if your opinion
Yeah,
changed
let's
like
see if your
this.
opinion changes, Ray, once you play some more Flipper
Yeah,
Friends.
give that another week because I don't know
Um,
about that one.
because
I would.
what was the one that we had in the last Flipper Friends tournament? That Gottlieb table. It has
There's
like a
there.
temple and stuff
It
like
was.
that. What was that called?
Oh, El Dorado. That's terrible.
Yeah, yeah. El Dorado. That table's garbage.
Yeah, that's bad. And There's a couple I actually do like. I think the pool one's not too bad.
It's okay.
Yeah,
The
and
best
then
ones though are Wipeout to me,
yeah, that's
Rescue
actually fun.
911,
Yeah,
um, Teed Off. Teed Off to me is fun,
teed off is pretty fun. Yeah,
and TX Sector.
but in my yeah, I love TX
Yeah,
Sector too.
TX. Yeah.
In my dream like world, like Zen would get that license and recreate all them Gottlieb tables again. That would be amazing.
Now, take a step back a little bit. The Zaccaria tables,
They're
if it
real.
just says the name of the Zaccaria table, that is technically a real table. It's just you got the remakes, the retros, and the deluxes that are based on that IP of that table,
Yeah.
recreated and magic pixels on Twisted Minds.
Yeah, like there's a
Um,
physical Farfalla table you can
yeah,
go
and
play.
I did play that at pinball the Pinball Expo in Chicago. I did play Farfalla, and I played Time Machine,
Yeah. So
which
you
was
can
that was dope.
that's why I like some of the Magic Pixel tables is because I know for a fact, like I've seen some of them tables. So, and they're very good recreations of some of them tables, to be honest. It's just some of their ball physics, bro. If they could just tighten up to make the ball physics a little bit more realistic, I think people would people because I remember there was a point in time this whole community was like Zen sucks. Magic Pixel is where it's at. Now it's like they're on the opposite side of the fence screaming with their picket signs. So
Yeah,
even Unk was like, "Oh, I'm all about Zaccaria" at the beginning, and now he's like, "I'm all Zen."
yeah, oh yeah, of course. All it takes is the right one to play. Dr. Tort says shooting the rapids is still a favorite. The real shooting the rapids table is awesome. Even the remake, I that was my one of my favorites too. I think y'all are actually going to enjoy Deluxe because I think that's the next one that gets released too, isn't it?
Yeah,
All right, so check this out. It's going to be the first one with the new DMD screens. None of that pixelated pictures and colors and shit. You're actually going to have video DMDs. It's going to be the first one released on the AtGames platform that looks like that. And I think y'all are going to be like, okay, yes, this is what we're talking about. This adds more to that table and more to the experience. That and just the way it plays, the call outs, the music, you're gonna be like, all right, this is top tier.
like Unk said, the flipper lag got fixed by Zen. That's why he switched teams. But like, so if Magic Pixel fixed their pinball physics, would you switch back? Like that's for me the Zen table is just I don't know, man. There's something about how they jazz up the old tables. Some of the special effects they put on the old Williams tables are cool. And then the licensing, bro. You can't beat Zen's licensing from Godzilla and Kong to you name it.
Yeah, yeah. So let's see how the Shooting the Rapids Deluxe transfers onto the 4KP. See how it plays. If it plays anything like it does on the Steam version, I think are going to be actually that one to me is going to be a must buy. Now this one right here, Black Belt Deluxe, I think, like you said, it's worth the buy if you got the funds for it. $7, $7, $6. Pick a choice. It's a good table.
Yeah, do I feel like it's worth the 7? Not really when Zen has bangers for the 5. But
Yeah, I think they raised the wrong prices. Just to be honest with you, but hey,
if you got it, and you kind of like the Magic Pixel tables, or you just want to keep your library complete like me, this is one I wouldn't hesitate to add. Ray said he didn't even like Space Shuttle Deluxe. See, I thought that was like mediocre at best, and whereas like I would recommend Black Belt Deluxe. This is actually fun.
yeah. So if you're on the fence, guys, pick it up. Pick it up. It's worth it. It's me. And 6 says pretty much the same thing. A little caveat there.
Dr. Torque, if you played it for an hour, you paid for it. Yeah, that's the thing I always keep in mind. How much does it cost to play pinball in public? If you played it for an hour, you got your money's worth, and then you get to keep playing it. So.
And then,
point of view.
Of course, I tried to get my wife to play BlackBelt Deluxe. She goes, "Why would I want to play this when I can play Theater Magic? That's the best table that you got." So I'm like, it's kind of hard to convince her to play all the tables I have, but
yeah,
for us people who actually bought this product, own this product, this is our product.
It's always nice to have something new.
It's always nice to have something new.
Yeah, something new, something fresh, something new to talk about in the chat, something just something new to try out,
And BlackBelt Deluxe is one of those tables that I actually get you to come back to it, especially during like a Flipper Friends tournaments. You're like, all right, man, I don't mind playing that one. That one's fun.
Yeah, I'll return to this on Flipper Friends for sure, and maybe once in a blue moon, because I actually enjoyed playing this table in high score chasing.
Yeah. All right, Six, you got anything else you want to say to everybody?
No, I really, really appreciate all the super chats. That was crazy earlier. Didn't expect it. You guys did the most. So shout out to y'all. Shout out to all our viewers, our supporters, everybody that subscribes to our channels. Comments, all the love. Appreciate it.
Oh snap! AtGames, that was fast.
What, did they hire you back?
No.
Oh.
My new haptic speakers are here.
Oh, okay.
Mine exploded. So that was quick. All right. I thought they were my speaker grills that you showed me on Etsy. Apparently those got delivered today too, but this just showed up just now. So I will install those a little bit later.
Nice.
Yeah. The front haptics are a must for me. Yeah. Mine completely just exploded. Like the half of the haptic speaker was laying in the bottom of the cabinet. The other half is stuck to the control panel. So like they literally exploded. So now I get to reinstall those and actually enjoy that vibration at my hands again. That'd be fun.
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa, that was crazy.
Fair enough.
That was crazy. You can't say that. You can't say that.
Chat, y'all have a good one, man. I gotta watch what I say. The medicine's starting to hit me. What, the vibration at your hands, man? God dang it, man. I hate you, dude. No, I'm just saying. I love you guys. I love all y'all, man. Y'all have a good one. We'll see y'all on the next Yo Retro. I think back for the Shooting the Rapids. So
much love, y'all.
God bless, guys. And thank you all so much for the super chats and the memberships and everything. Like, holy shit. Y'all really, really came through, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hang out with us in the Arcades Anonymous Discords where me and Six always hang out. Thank you, Jason, for hoping I feel better. And take care, guys. Dennis B, Pete G, Dennis, way too fast for you. Ray Delatore, Chalada Love, G.
Wingo!
Wingo, everybody. If I didn't say it, Marine 50, Corner Cade, everybody that's out there. God bless. Y'all have a great
G.
Go check out James Hates Everything stream, man. I'm pretty sure he's talking more about some stuff too. So, guy's highly educated, very, very smart. But God bless. Y'all have a great one. We'll see y'all on the next Yo
Retro.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to Yo.